Yesterday we had the opportunity to talk with the master film director from Sweden, Ingmar Bergman. Today we are very pleased to have with us three actors who have worked with this director, have been influenced by him. Max von Sydow has appeared in 11 Bergman films, including The Seventh Seal, Bergman's first international success, and Bibbi Andersson and Liv Ullman have also appeared in many, many Bergman classics, including their work together in the masterpiece Persona. Bibbi Andersson is currently appearing in Bergman's stage production of Eugene O'Neill's Long Day's Journey into Night, and that is taking place right here in Stockholm now. And Max von Sydow is also working on the boards here in a production of August Strindberg's Master Olaf, and Liv Ullman just flew back in from the United States, as a matter of fact, to be with us here this morning. She's done 3 films this year. It's so nice to have all of you with us.
Thank you.
It's nice to be here in Sweden. We always have you leaving on our set there in New York. You worked with Woody Allen in Hannah and Her Sisters, and,
yes,
and Woody Allen has a great quote. He says that Ingmar Bergman is probably the greatest film artist, all things considered, since the invention of the motion picture camera. Would you agree with that?
I think I would easily agree with that, yes. He's a tremendous artist, and of course he has influenced my life tremendously, probably changed my life. But now it's a long time since I worked with him.
Yeah, he's changed, you say, your life. How do you think he's changed or influenced Swedish, or for that matter, world cinema?
He has influenced both viewers and filmmakers in many ways. I think he has taught people to watch other films than just, say, in the United States. I think he has taught a lot of people to watch foreign films.
Yeah, have a better appreciation.
Yes,
for,
yes.
Yeah.
Many people in the United States have come to me and told me that The Seventh Seal was their first foreign film, and that changed their view on films.
You bet. Well, you say you haven't worked with them for years, but Bibbi, you worked with them a long time ago. You're working with them again. There's another quote. Bergman has been called the Nordic master of cinematic gloom, and I guess that's because a lot of the time, a lot of the characters are kind of depressed, and then you know how some of the scenes are kind of gloomy. Do you think that he gives is the vision that he gives representative of Scandinavia and of...
Yes, I think so. Deep down, I think that he's a very intuitive person, and he reflects a lot of the society he's brought up in. We might not always want to recognize that. I mean, sometimes you're amazed that in the rest of the world, people are even more touched than we might be here, strangely enough. But I do think that he has told his personal story throughout his life. He has lived and used himself and reflected our lives. So I think so.
Yes, in the interview yesterday, he pointed out several times that scenes that were in movies were truly, you know, thoughts of his from his childhood. You got some wonderful roles, and Liv, you've certainly had some wonderful roles, and good roles for women. This is always a complaint that we hear from actresses. What do you think it is about him that gives him, what insights does he have into women that he can be such a great, sensitive writer and director for women?
Well, he's very interested in women as people. He likes to listen to them and to watch them. He also loves to work with actresses because he feels they feel very free to dress themselves naked, I mean in the face. And I think that's one of the reasons so many of his scripts are written for women actresses. The one sad thing is that there isn't more films from him with more humor, because this man is so full of humor, so full of laughter. And I think the best memory, in a way, we all might have from working with him is all the laughter we have shared.
Isn't that interesting? Because that's probably a side of him that a lot of other people don't know. I want to talk about what all of you are doing. We do have to break right now for a commercial. We'll come right back and find out what you're all doing in your lives. We'll be back in just a moment.
That was short.
We are back continuing our conversation with Liv Ullman and Bibbi Andersson and Max von Sydow. And Max, you just came back after, what, a 14-year absence from Sweden?
I've been away from the Swedish state for 14 years.
Yeah, something about high taxes, I don't know. But is it nice to be back?
Oh, it's very, very nice. I'm very pleased, and it's been a wonderful time on the National Theatre here.
And in the meantime, you directed your first film, right?
Just before I got here.
And it opened in Cannes. Was it good reception?
The other day, it was, yes, it got a very good reception.
Fantastic.
Which was very, very exciting.
He also did a film called Pelle Erövraren, where he's very good.
You've got a couple of people over here doing that.
It's funny because
what they all write about now.
It's getting great reviews.
I have 2 films in Cannes, but they're both Danish. It's funny. I'm appearing in one and I directed the other.
Would you say that Bergman influenced your directing style?
Not intentionally, but I'm sure there is some influence, yes.
And you're back here performing once again under the direction of Bergman. Is it any different now? It's been a few years.
It's a little different. What?
In what way?
I think it's different in 2 respects. When I was very young, I was very influenced by him. Of course, he was setting my standard of work, and I had to make a sort of breakaway to find my own feet and my own ground. And today I feel that we are collaborating, not being pupil, and that was a wonderful, wonderful thing to see happen, that we could, oh, look at that. He was sort of saying either too much and that was enough, you know. It was very, very, and his analysis of the play I like very much.
Yes, and it's getting great reviews as well. And Liv, you've done what, 3 films, 4 films in the last year?
Yes, and actually yesterday I was in Boston making the commencement speech for Emerson College, where I understand a lot of you people from ABC came from, and I've taken half a year off where I want to write and travel for UN, and so I am not acting right now. I'm coming here as a housewife, I said to Bibi, to watch her being an actress, and it was so wonderful.
And have been very, very involved in causes and things. What got you involved in all of this?
Just my privileged, wonderful life, and I felt I cannot take pleasure in it if I don't use it to something outside of myself. And as a matter of fact, it gave the last years I've had fulfillment, education.
Well, it's a pleasure to be able to sit with you here in Stockholm, Sweden. So nice. And I'd love to be able to get over and see your plays while we're here. I hear they're wonderful. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And welcome to Norway.
Oh, okay. Liv got that in. You noticed that. We'll be back in just a minute. Stay with us.